It's lockdown day 21 and I'm really tired of buying bread. So today we're going to make homemade rye bread. So let's do this. First we're going to add our dry ingredients, which are 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of rye flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2.5 teaspoons of salt. Then we're going to whisk the dry ingredients so that they are evenly distributed. Then afterwards we're going to add the wet ingredients. We have 4 tablespoons of olive oil, a quarter cup of molasses, a quarter cup milk of your choice, and about 2 cups of lukewarm water. We're going to mix everything together just until all the dry ingredients have been moistened. The rye flour is very sticky. It's a very sticky flour, so your dough is generally going to be sticky throughout the whole process. So don't be tempted to add more flour. The consistency of the dough is not expected to be smooth at this point. And then we're going to cover it up with a clean wrap and set it aside for about 15 minutes. After you've let the dough to stand for 15 minutes with all the contents, the dry and wet ingredients have mixed together now. You're going to have to knead it, and if you're using an electric appliance, you will knead it for 8 minutes. But if you're using your hands, you're going to have to knead it for about 10 minutes. After kneading the dough, it should be smooth and elastic, but it will still be sticky to the touch. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl and set aside for about an hour or until it doubles in size. Gently deflate the dough and on a floured surface divide into 2 parts. And shape these parts into loaves and place in lightly oiled bread pans and set aside for another hour. The dough would have risen again and they are now ready to go into the oven. I'm just going to score them a bit. This is not necessary, I just happen to be a liker of things. Now place the pans in a preheated oven and bake at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. Alright, the bread is out and it's been standing for 10 minutes. So now let's cut and see. Perfect. Bella ciao.